The Fitterist Show with your host, Christopher Allen, where we explore the art of mind and body conditioning. The list of gyms and health clubs filing for bankruptcy protection due to the pandemic continues to grow. We'll take a look at the full list and speculate who might be next. Playbook, a digital platform for fitness instructors specifically, secured a new funding round to fuel its growth strategy. Finally, MYXfitness is a new entrant into the home fitness craze, challenging incumbents like Peloton. And MYXfitness recently announced the integration of news and other original digital content into their fitness platform. We'll take a look at these new startups and how they are angling to be your home fitness digital partner. So, with that, let's dive in. A growing number of fitness companies have filed for either Chapter 11 or Chapter 7 bankruptcy in recent months after failing to recover from temporary government-mandated closures to gyms and indoor fitness facilities intended to really prevent the spread of coronavirus. So let's take a look at the list. A couple new ones this week. MYXfitness, CYC Fitness. It's an indoor cycling studio chain. They filed for bankruptcy after coronavirus temporarily shut down its operations across the United States. It's based out of Delaware. They're an indoor cycling chain, and like several other fitness companies, they just could not recover from the closure duration due to the coronavirus. Another new one is YogaWorks. So YogaWorks is a private equity-backed company. They just filed for bankruptcy, and they plan to permanently close pretty much all its studios across the United States, but they do intend to keep offering virtual classes. So YogaWorks first announced they're going to close all of its New York City studios in April, but on October 14th of 2020, they filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and they are going to close all 55 of its YogaWorks locations nationwide. However, again, they're not going to be closing everything completely. The investment management company called Serene Investment Management are going to buy the digital and educational pieces of YogaWorks and the intellectual property behind that and pivot the company to an online fitness instruction company. So they're going to plan on offering over 40 daily live streaming yoga classes and over 1,000 hours of pre-taped instructions. So they're trying to continue to build on that digital platform that they started when the pandemic hit and build on that digital and educational platform where they have experienced growth over the past several months. So we'll see how they fare as a digital-only fitness company. Next up in reverse chronological order is Flywheel Sports. They declared Chapter 7 bankruptcy on September 15th, deciding to close all 42 of its spin studios around the country. So they were obviously a spin studio and probably the single top competitor of SoulCycle. And the company basically shuttered its doors, laid off pretty much everybody in March. And the company was not a new company. It was founded in 2010. Flywheel grew quite a bit. It had, again, 42 different locations in California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Massachusetts, New Jersey, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, obviously New York, Washington State, and Washington, D.C. And they were, prior to declaring bankruptcy, they were in talks with Town Sports International, hint, stay tuned, the parent company of New York sports clubs and Boston sports clubs, for a possible merger that might have saved the Flywheel Sport spinning company. However, that didn't pan out because Town Sports International, next on the list, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on September 14th of 2020. So they, again, parent company of New York sport clubs, Boston sport clubs, they operated hundreds of gyms under these banners. They also had Philadelphia, Washington. They had other brands under their portfolio umbrella or Total Woman, Around the Clock Fitness, And the company said that just going to try to use the financial restructuring to respond to the pandemic with a long-term goal to emerge as a new but different business in the fitness industry. 24 Hour Fitness, they filed for Chapter 11 in June of 2020, saying they're going to close 130 of its gym locations across the United States. 24 Hour Fitness was really burdened with a huge debt load even before the pandemic. This is at the end of 2019. They were downgraded by Moody's due to its, heavy debt burden, and financial rating was cut. Since the Chapter 11 filing, 24 Hour Fitness has been able to secure about $250 million in funding, which will enable them to reopen about 300 of the remaining locations. So they're closing 130. They're going to try and reemerge out of Chapter 11 with 300 clubs under their portfolio. Gold's Gym filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy back in May of 2020. And as part of their bankruptcy proceedings, the company said they would permanently close probably only about 10% of their 700 locations around the world. So about 70 gyms would be closing, and that none of the closures would necessarily impact the franchisees. Now, franchisees could go out of business on their own, depending on their own cash flow situation. Obviously, RSG Group out of Germany, Europe's leader in the fitness and lifestyle sectors, was the winning bidder and purchased Gold's Gym at the court-approved auction held in July of 2020, and now it will add Gold's Gym to its fitness portfolio. Again, RSG Group's mainly in Europe, and now is kind of saying that they will become the global leader in fitness with over 900 locations across 6 different continents. So who might be next? Well, Equinox Holdings, the high-end gym operator, have hired advisors to consult with them on restructuring talks as the pandemic continues to impact its business. Investors holding about $1 billion of the loan amount of Equinox's $1 billion loan have brought in a firm just early in the process to explore options. Doesn't necessarily mean they're doing anything officially, but we'll see. Equinox started out as just a single club in New York City and has grown to encompass more than 100 gyms globally, including locations in Los Angeles, Miami, San Francisco, under some of the brand names Blink, Precision Run, and Pure Yoga. So we'll see what happens with Equinox. But this list of health clubs filing for bankruptcy protection for debt relief continues to grow. Facing forced shutdowns due to the pandemic, many of the health clubs just weakened their already debt-laden financial positions, hit capital-intensive business. And I suspect we've not seen the last bankruptcy filing in the fitness arena, particularly with the absolute boom in home fitness. So stay tuned. We'll keep you apprised. Hopefully there won't be too many more that go out of business. And in our next news story, Playbook, which is a startup based out of New York and wants to be the B2B platform for fitness instructors, has raised an additional $9.3 million in a Series A funding from eVentures, Michael Ovitz, Abstract, Algae Ventures, Porsche Ventures, and FJ Labs. So Playbook was co-founded in 2017, and the company said its app now features more than 250 different fitness instructors who have published a total of more than 40,000 workouts on the platform. The pandemic has obviously hit the personal training business and fitness industry hard. Obviously, with gyms closed, trainers can't really interact with their customers. But Playbook is trying to take those fitness trainers and give them a new revenue stream through their platform. So Playbook creators, they're given tools to create videos and grow their audience. So think of it almost like a niche YouTube, where they can upload specifically fitness-related content. Obviously, it's up to the instructor to do a lot of the marketing through mostly social media. But Playbook really focuses on the creator side of the business rather than the final end user. So they are in business to help fitness instructors. Fitness instructors have to get their clientele on their own. And so the trainers, Playbooks betting that trainers can attract their own audience if they have the right tools and a platform, particularly to monetize them. So the company, Playbook, pays creators who bring those audiences to the platform. So basically, they have a unique link, and they get a 20% cut of revenue from those users. So the trainer gets 80% of the revenue. Playbook said it's the only fitness app that really puts content creation, distribution, audience building, and revenue generation directly in the hands of trainers. They say that some of the personal trainers have earned more than $1 million on its platform. Pretty damn impressive. So for the personal trainer, they get a revenue split, but for the end user, the pricing is pretty simple. It is $15 a month or $99 a year. I love simple models. So Playbook raised $3 million in its initial seed funding back in June, and they've got a number of pretty impressive trainers on their platform already. And if you're a trainer, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of downside. Obviously, if you're going to create content, you might as well try to monetize it. So they got some famous trainers to Hollywood celebrities like Kevin Hart, Gal Gadot, Alicia Vikander, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and other well-known instructors on Instagram. I don't know all these people, but apparently they're famous. Nick Bare, Julian Smith, Morgan Tyler. And all these trainers can use the Playbook platform to monetize their business. And Playbook even cites their relationship from Michael Ovitz as a strategic investor, because basically they're saying, hey, we're trying to get talent. Michael Ovitz is a talent guy. We're trying to figure out what are the right things to get that talent on board our platform. We handle the technology, the tools, the monetization, and they believe their future is around supporting those creators to accelerate and maximize the impact of those trainers. So the latest round brings Playbook's total funding to now, obviously 9.3 plus 3, $12.3 million, and they are continually signing up and adding new instructors, new programs across a range of different disciplines, such as yoga, meditation, as well as, obviously, its bread and butter and its core focus, personal training. So we'll see how Playbook continues to evolve in building out this platform for fitness instructors going forward. It's a creative idea, getting talent, allowing them to monetize. Seems like a good idea. We'll see how they do. And in our third news story, MYXfitness, which is positioning itself as the smarter and simpler home fitness solution, has announced their MYX Media original content hub. So they're saying that their members can now stream content outside of all the workouts and all the bike ride content and just catch up on things like the news, go on a scenic virtual bike ride, connect with coaches, and learn from industry experts on their new platform. But what is MYXfitness? Well, Peloton is clearly blown up during the pandemic, but it's not the only connected exercise bike on the market, and MYXfitness is positioning itself slightly differently, and they're catering to a different type of user. If Peloton has the type A, highly competitive, give me the leaderboard, I'm going to smoke you, MYX is going after the people who aren't necessarily motivated by competition and just want to exercise, enjoy it, get their daily exercise in, and enjoy life. Not that Peloton people can't do that. It's just MYXfitness is focused on maybe the non-type A people. So, as such, you won't find leaderboards or live classes on the MYX platform. Instead, they offer kind of a heart rate based cross-training approach that's about you, not you versus others. So it's you against you, not you against Bob and Sally. They do provide a full commercial grade bike that has a 21.5-inch swiveling touchscreen monitor screen that you can stream on-demand cycling classes ranging anywhere from 10 to 45 minutes. They They have instructors. They have good music. It offers a number of other types of workouts: dance, cardio, foam rolling, HIIT, kettlebells, kickboxing, meditation, sculpting, stretching, yoga, all that stuff. And it's an interesting positioning exercise in the marketplace. So the MYXfitness bike is pretty compact. It only weighs about 150 pounds, or that's with a touchscreen, 135 pounds without it. And it ranges, its recommendation for height for riders is 4'11", all the way up to 6'8", and up to 350 pounds of body weight, where Peloton supposedly only supports up to 300 pounds. And unlike Peloton, which requires specific clip-in shoes, you can use the MYX bike with regular athletic shoes or SBD cleats. I have no idea what SBD cleats are, but if you're a biker or cyclist, you probably do. And again, it's consistent with MYX marketing to the I won't say non-serious, not quite as serious bike rider. From a pricing perspective, they have kind of two pricing options. If you have some weights at home, some dumbbells lying around, maybe a kettlebell, they recommend the basic package, which you can get the bike, either white or black color, and a heart rate monitor for $1,299. Right now, white glove delivery and assembly are included in the cost of the bike. But that seems to be a promotional item, and the company has stated that the value of that is about $250. So in the future, you may have to pay $250. But for now, it's free. Aside from the machine, of course, as with all of these in this class, you have to pay for a MYX class membership, which is only $29 a month, $10 less than Peloton. So the membership gives you unlimited access to the workout library, ability to create up to 5 user accounts, which is smart because families can share the bike. And the company already offers hundreds of different streaming workouts and adding more each week. So total all in minus taxes for 12 months, MYX is the $12.99 for the bike plus $29 a month times $12, $1,647 for the first year. Comparing that to Peloton, this bike is $2,245 plus 39 times 12 is $2,713. So you're saving $850, $900. And if you don't already own weights, MYX has got you covered. You can bump up the price $200, and they'll throw in a 6-piece weight set in your choice of light, medium, or heavy, a kettlebell, a stabilizing mat for the bike, which you can put it on, an oversized exercise mat, foam roller, and a resistance band. That's really not too bad. So MYXfitness did some research, and one of the things they found is that users sometimes want other content other than just the bike screen with how fast they're going and things like that. And so MYXfitness announced the launch of MYX Media, and MYX Media, which comes with that same $29 a month subscription, but here's what you get with MYX Media. You get news streaming. So this is a partnership with Newsy. So you get 24/7 news, so you can stream the news, stay up to date on headlines, all while you are pedaling on your bike. The second thing that MYX Media has is what they call Mat Chats. This is an original interview series with industry and subject matter experts hosted by coaches. This series explores different fitness, health, and wellness topics that the community will learn about, disseminates information, tools, options on a number of subjects ranging from nutrition, myths and tips, and healthy relationships to help you stick with your fitness goals, and also things like consistent sleep. The third element in MYX Media is Coach Diaries. These are just interviews with MYX coaches who share personal stories about their lives, how they got into coaching, what they like about fitness, and how they overcame personal obstacles around everything from body image to alcoholism and conquered a lot of that through fitness. And the fourth element of MYX Media are scenic rides, which are, not surprisingly, scenic rides that are virtual in nature, that showcase different locales such as New Zealand, Northern Italy, Hawaii, California's West Coast, the PCH. And these are timed rides that just offer an immersive alternative to kind of coach-led workouts. And you get to see amazing views as you pedal across these beautiful scenic rides. So in summary, MYXfitness has got a pretty good offering. A $1,300 bike with a 21.5-inch touchscreen that swivels. I mean, they were months and months ahead of Peloton with just that one feature, so you could take classes off the bike. Doesn't have live classes, doesn't have leaderboards, but it's got different custom offerings. And like I said, it'll save you somewhere between $750 and $900 depending on what configuration you get. And they offer a pretty price competitive alternative to Peloton. We'll see how they do. That's it for this week. Thanks for listening. With that, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to The Fitterist Show. You can follow us on Instagram at FitteristMindBody and on Twitter at FitteristMind. If you enjoyed this episode, please send it to a friend or subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future episodes of The Fitterist Show. My name is Christopher Allen, and make it a magical day.